Hello everybody, welcome to Akihabara in central Tokyo. This is Chiodori Chuo Avenue, and a lot of you who've been here to Tokyo before know exactly where I am. It's a Saturday, and we're gonna be walking from here all the way to Meiji University. Hey, how's it going? This is the Only Japan Go channel. This is what you subscribe for. Subscribe, click the like button. We're going to be walking for the next hour or so, maybe a little less, to Meiji University. It's not that far actually, but between here and there's a lot of history, there's a lot of shops, there's a lot of new things that have sprung up over the last couple of years. If you were here a few years ago, you might see some changes. It's a good walk, and I think it's one that you're going to be able to see if you come here to Tokyo. It's something maybe to get out of the city of the area of Akihabara. You can see there's a ton of people that come to Akihabara, and it's just become kind of a tourist attraction to a mega scale. Personally, I try to avoid this area, so let's get out of here. Let's walk around the back, shall we? There's Go-Go Curry, really good curry rice. I actually came here by bicycle, so I'll be going home by bicycle. But for the next hour, we're gonna be walking. So welcome aboard, everybody. Buckle in, get a snack, enjoy Akihabara for now, because we're not gonna be here for much longer. Now we're gonna start off, we're gonna try to go through some alleys instead of going through the main street. And I think on the alleys, you'll be able to see a lot of really neat stuff that you won't be able to see on the main street. There we go, we got some super wide action going back. Very cool. This is Maid Dreamin', another maid's cafe. Oh, at home, at home. Oh, look at that, that's pretty cute. The cutie toy poodle cake. You in on that? Pass. Let's hang a left here. And this I call like Maid Cafe Alley. There's a lot of maids here, really appealing to get you to go into their maid cafe. Over the last couple of years, it hasn't been as crowded as in the past. Hello. John です。はい。はい。YouTube 見てます。あ、本当？ありがとうございます。六本木歩いてすみましたよ。あ、そうですか。すごい大好きです。ありがとうございます。今ライブ配信中。すいません。すいません。日本に住んでますか？はい、日本に住んでます。お、すごい。ありがとうございます。今回明治大学まで来ます。あ、明治大学まで。はい。多分2、30分ぐらいかかると思うけど、ゆっくりできます。じゃあ頑張ってください。ありがとうございます。まあカード持ってますよ。You found me カード。ライブ配信で。Yeah. You found me, man. ありがとうございます。That's nice. I do have the You found me cards. We're gonna be going now towards Meiji University, but like there's a maid, and they're not quite the same when they're in jackets, you know what I mean? Can't really see the maid outfit as much, but they're really doing their best to try to appeal to people who are coming. Trying to appeal to people coming. Some of the maids are even up on the second floor announcing, hey, come on in. Look at that. Waving to people down on the first floor. Coming into Maid Dreamin'. That's Maid Dreamin'. That's a chain. It's kind of fun. It'll give you the I don't want to say generic, but it'll give you the basic maid cafe experience. I've been many times over the last 15 years since it was kind of stylish to go there. Now it's not so much, but it's nice for tourists to go in there and take a look at a part of Japanese culture that was really, I don't know, unique over the last over the last decade. Still the electronics stores from the 1980s, they still have these like outdoor, you rummage through it kind of bins where you can find all sorts of neat stuff. You never know what you're gonna find. Sometimes they'll show SD cards, RAM, tripods, just I mean, LED lights are pretty big here. USB socks that'll keep your feet warm, or what is that, like a piggy bank? A Wi-Fi piggy bank that'll tell you the news or something. So that's pretty reasonable, $15. So you find all these kind of knickknacks there. This is the vending machine that I featured on a show about 2 years ago, where I bought Christmas presents for all my friends. I did Christmas shopping inside this one here. What do they got on offer? All right, they still got a Nintendo 3DS and some other goodies that you can buy. There's not many. I guess they're all available. Yeah, he just must have been here, Chacho, and refilled this one. 1,000 yen's a lot. Look at this Niku Torokeru. Wow, that's a meat mountain, baby. Look at that. All right, let's get away from the main street. We're gonna keep on going down the alley. Hey! Where are you going? This live stream has now been hijacked by a pigeon. Tokyo's got a lot of pigeons. I don't think he knows where he's going. Hey man, you're walking all over the place. Try following a pigeon around for 5 minutes, completely get lost. That's kind of cool. Look at these t-shirts in here. Again, like if you're an anime manga fan, you're gonna find everything here that you ever wanted for the genre. It's pretty amazing. And you also find a bunch of neat vending machines. I found a soap vending machine on the way here. I stopped for a second. What? Soap? It was like 500 yen or something, $5 for a bar of soap. I didn't need the soap that bad. We're gonna be walking this direction, okay? But before we go straight, I'm gonna go sideways. So I'm gonna take you now towards a place that I wanted to take you last time, which is that cafe with the glass cafe where you can see the Chuo line. And the last time I was there was with Scotty from Strange Parts, and we had a coffee up there. I thought I would take you up there pretty quickly because it's sort of on the way. Sort of on the way. Hey Antonio, hi John, hope you're having a great afternoon. I am Antonio, thank you from the Philippines. Very cool. And you're getting a beautiful shot right now of Akihabara. I like to go this direction because it makes this area, this neighborhood look really, really small. Do you see? As you walk away and go deeper and deeper, further and further away, you can actually get with a long telephoto lens beyond that rail line, looking back here like this really amazing view of how colorful Akihabara really is. There's the Yamanote line going by on the right side of your screen. But the Chuo line right there above the intersection, and the lights are blinking just because it's the voltage. There goes the train going by. That's the what line is that? I guess this is from Tokyo Station. It skips Akihabara. That might be the another Chuo line. And then the Soba line is the one behind me. I'm sorry, that's the yellow one. This is the line above what's called Mach EQ'd. And we're walking over there. Meiji University is about 20 minutes this way. But it's pretty cool to look at the Kanda River. This river, by the way, the Kanda River goes all around the city of Tokyo. This was the original Yamanote line, the original circle line before they even had a subway, was the Kanda River. And it no longer connects around, but during the Edo period, tons and tons of boats taking commercial goods from one area of the city to the other. It's a lot easier to do it by water than it is by, especially heavy loads, by water than it is by horse or 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 by porter. Back then, you can see the pictures of Nihonbashi back then. A lot of people have been going through here. Looks like a cave. So we're gonna take a shortcut through here. Quick view of the vending machine that Kanai and I ate a sandwich from is still here. Looks like an izakaya with the lights. Let's see what they got on offer. All right, so they got the katsu sando still going on, the same as before. It's a neat little vending machine because just across the street is the headquarters. They have a table and a sink too. There's the headquarters, Mansei. So they just have to walk across the street to refill it. All right, let's walk in through here just for a little bit. And I'm gonna go outside, show you the facade on the other side, then we're gonna walk in and go up the steps. Then we're gonna walk towards Meiji University. So thanks for joining me, guys. There's Say Goodbye to Akihabara. This is the last chance you're gonna get a chance to see the Sega building over there because we're going inside. This is the Hitachino microbrewery. You can get some pretty good brew in here. It's a little bit crowded now, but there's still tables available. And you can chill out with a beer here. I kind of like to come here with Peter. It's a top secret place. Don't try to come here either. Can I cut through here? Is this a restaurant? I kind of want to cut through here to get out of here. All right, okay. This is pretty sweet. What do you guys think? It's like a cave. Hey, Lami Rivera, color me true. This way feels like I'm in Japan right now. You are. You're with me right now. I'm trying to find the way out of here. I'm trapped. I can't get out of here. Oh, I found an exit here. That was pretty sweet, walking through the tunnel cave. Escape. So this EQ building here, it's underneath the Chuo line from Tokyo Station to Shinjuku. And there's a ton of restaurants. I'm gonna take you up the stairs now and just show you that cafe that's been on NHK Tokyo Eye like a bazillion times. There's kind of an entrance to it. How do I get in there? Where'd that cafe go? Okay, there it is. Do you see there's a sign here that'll tell you how to get in there? Cafe, second floor. Do you see that? That's new. Right here. Oh, that's Blue Bottle Coffee. There used to be like a local coffee shop. I guess they sold out. Enter. Welcome to the cave. I hope the signal can survive. Deep into the gut of the Chuo line. All right, we're coming back up here. This is a pretty cool cafe. I'm not gonna take you in there. You can actually come in here and get shots of it without having to go into the cafe. But this cafe has been featured a lot. You go in there, you can get tea and stuff and watch the Chuo line go by every couple of minutes or so. I don't see any trains coming right now, but the trains go on the left and the right of this cafe area. So we're waiting for a train. I hear one coming. Ah! Boom! Very cool. And over there you can see the Keihin Tohoku line. There's a lot of trains going all over here. It's a really nice viewpoint. You can also see down into Akihabara from here. There's the Yamanote line going by as well. Oh, it's coming again. So this cafe is pretty cool. You can just sit there and eat and drink coffee or have a beer in the evening as the sun sets and watch the train go by. Or just sit here and study. Down there is Akihabara. You can see the main, back there where we just were. And that's the Yamanote line. The Shinkansen will go by there underneath the Kanda River. Do you see the water there? And that's not too far away from over here. The vending machine of horror that Peter and I went to is not too far away from here. Pretty cool, huh? There's a lot of stuff I haven't told you yet about the city of Tokyo. 2020 is gonna be a pretty big year. Can I get all the secrets out? I don't know. There might be too many. So for anybody who's disabled, there's an elevator to get up here. So that's kind of a good thing to know. I'll be pointing that out because I know we have some people who want to come to Japan with wheelchairs, and I want to also in the live streams together see how much is actually how difficult it would be to get around if you were disabled. And it's getting a lot better around Tokyo. Hey Kyle. Hey John. Love this channel. It makes me very happy. Me too. I appreciate it. See these bicycles? They have battery powers and they're battery powered. I believe you can just touch it after making a reservation online, you can touch it and pick up a bike anywhere. This is the bike share from Docomo. This is their headquarters or one of the shops. I don't want to say headquarters, but you can go in here and I think they'll be able to help you out if you wanted to rent some of the bicycles. But the process is listed on the back. On some of them, they look a little beat up. So you push the button, you get your IC card, which is like a Suica, and you can rent them like this. And there's a website address if you want to look for more. Docomo-cycle.jp Minato. Each area of Tokyo has their own bicycle, kind of segmented by the 23 wards of Tokyo. All right, let's make our way towards Meiji University. There's another cafe. Look at this, there's another bar. Look at that karaage. Ah, Uma sugiru. Too delicious karaage. Look at that. Oh man, deep fried chicken in Japan is legendary, and you can see the colors different because I believe they use different batter, and it's teishoku. There's a karaage chicken momo karaage teishoku for 700 yen. What? That's so cheap. And you can pick a topping, shoyu or salt, as well as you can add a sauce on there for a little bit more. Mentaiko, mayonnaise, curry sauce. Look at that. And then you can add in, so you can upgrade your teishoku. That's a pretty good idea. Smells good. And here's another cafe. They seem to have a lot of 60 different pickles or little snacks that you can have with your drink. That's pretty neat. And they have some donbori lunch for under 1,000 yen. That's pretty reasonable. So this is a neat place to come. Underneath the tracks, you can see the reflection if you can't see this Chuo line going by again. Very cool. All right, we're gonna follow underneath the Chuo line for a little bit. Now, Meiji University is not that far away from Jimbocho. Jimbocho is the book area of Tokyo. This is where a lot of publishing goes on. Outsicle writes in, looks cold, John. You need something to warm you up. Wink, wink. All right, all right, next time we go past a vending machine or something, we're gonna stop off for a drink, see what the options are. It's a nice little walk that we're on. That's interesting. I've been looking more and more at these parking meters now that I'm driving a lot. They're really high tech. So the parking meter can sense the ticket in there. How does it work like this? So I'm gonna do more research on this here. It's interesting. You have to stay within the spot here, but a lot of these have sensors. Let's see here. There must be some kind of sensor inside here. But here's a QR code. Anyone who wants to take a screenshot and scan it, you can get to the multilingual website, apparently. Learn more about it. But 1 hour is about $3. That's not too bad. It's interesting to see how parking meters around the world operate. They're all a little bit different. So she's got a outer jacket for her kimono. It's pretty neat. All right. Let's cut across the street. We're right now underneath the Chuo line. This symbol, you will see it when you walk around Tokyo. And is that the Spanish flag? So I guess there's a Spanish restaurant we're gonna go by. That symbol in the middle of your screen is uranaishi, which is a fortune teller. So you can get your fortune read on the other side of the Kondo River. Welcome back. The signal might not be as strong. There's some dead areas in this. Still, there's some dead areas in the city. El Chateo del Puente. So it's a Spanish restaurant. It looks like get some paella. I don't know if it's good. I've never eaten here, but I know that there's some non-Japanese options all over the city of Tokyo. You get a bunch of different stuff that you can try. This paella looks pretty good. Smells good, but it's not open yet. There's also some izakayas here. Let's see, what is this izakaya got on offer? It's a nice looking menu here. Some sashimi, yakitori. There's nabe because this is winter. You're always gonna get really good nabe in the winter. This one is kakichige nabe. So kaki is oysters. Chige is like fish guts, I believe. So that looks pretty good. There's another nabe. This is a gyu motsu nabe, like beef internals, organ nabe. And what is this? A shio chanko nabe, a salty chanko nabe, which is what the chanko nabe is what the sumo wrestlers eat. That looks pretty healthy. And one person is 300. What? Oh, that's for udon. So the nabe is one person is. Oh, here it is. 1,380 yen. So they wrote the number in Japanese in kanji. One person, 1,380 yen. So I believe I got that right. And you can get courses here too. You can see the courses. This is 5,500 yen, if you can read that. Sometimes they don't use the Roman numbers. They use the kanji. So that says 5,000 for the course, 5,500 yen, and this is what you get in the course. That's pretty amazing. So here's another place right next to it. Tons of little restaurants. These places weren't here a couple of years ago. This says 808. And Buchazu. Butchers. Oh, this is the butcher's kitchen. Okay, this is kind of, I don't know if it's a chain or not, but I've seen a bunch of these popping up where it's just meat. And there's butcher cuisine, they call it. What is butcher's cuisine? I guess it's meat, right? You're gonna say a plate of various meats. There's chicken, there's pork, there's a lot of different cuts of beef, and this is 3,880 yen. That's pretty reasonable. Here's a prime Ross prime cut for 300 grams for $17. That's pretty ridiculous. And it shows you the different cuts here from prime, choice, select, standard. I guess this is the American beef standard. Yeah, this is the American beef select, standard, commercial, utility, cutter, canner. I didn't know that. I didn't know. You never see anything under select in the supermarkets. I've never seen standard in American supermarkets. But choice and prime. So that's how they rank the quality. Since World War II, I believe that standard came around. Japan does it by number and letter. A5, Wagyu. And then there's even another, within that, there's another category to differentiate different A5, by the way. Interesting, they have a breakfast set here. They have a breakfast set there. It's pretty basic. We're following right now the Chuo line, walking from Akihabara to Meiji University. Guys, click the thumbs up button if you like these kind of walks, checking out different areas. So when you come to Japan or Tokyo, you get kind of an inside view before you come of what an area looks like. So I like doing these different kind of courses from one area to another. Hotel Jiraku, I've never seen them before. I don't know what chain they're in, or if it's a chain at all. All right, this is going towards Ochanomizu. Let's cross the street. I think we're going up. We're getting a different view. This city. Across the street over here. Hey, David Kimura's in the house. Actually, I got kanai and ebikatsu sando from Ginza to eat for lunch, and because I actually had to come to Akihabara to fix my GH5. Anyone know what train line that is? Can you identify this train line by the color on it? Anybody? Well, I know it's JR, Japan Rail. Yellow means Soba line, okay? Orange means Chuo line. Here comes the Chuo line. So that's the Chuo line. This Chuo line cuts from Tokyo Station, doesn't hit Akihabara, and it goes towards Shinjuku. The Soba line that's yellow will cut across to Akihabara and it doesn't go to Tokyo Station. It goes from Chiba through Akihabara to Shinjuku. Both of them cut through the city across it to go to Shinjuku. The orange one, the Chuo line, is a shortcut to get to Shinjuku from this side of the city to the other side. Don't take the Yamanote line. Take from Akihabara, take the Soba line. From Tokyo Station, take the Chuo line, and you'll get there in like 15 minutes. It's pretty good shortcut to know. We're going up a hill. That means we're getting closer to Ochanomizu. And this area of Tokyo is wow, we've already walked quite a ways. Check it out. In the distance, do you see this? That's the Yodobashi camera, the biggest electronics store in the world, they say. I don't know the validity of it, right in the center of your screen, right there. So we're quite a ways away from Akihabara. Interesting to see that. Yeah, Ochanomizu is the area where a lot of Japan's universities are. Juntendo, one of the big medical universities. There's, what is it? Just a ton of universities in this area. And the back streets of them cater to university students. So you can find some cheap eats with lots of volume, kind of fun, more casual. And it's not very far away from Akihabara, as you can tell. There's stuff that you can see on the way. Hey, Jimmy Ma, thank you from NT. Is that New Zealand? Ronald's really trying to get those likes up. Come on, guys, let's hit the like button. If we get to 500 likes, I will do something. I'm not gonna tell you what it is, but I will do something. And I'm still looking for a vending machine to get a drink. I'm a little parched. Let's look at this map here. Kanda Myojin Shrine is this way, 400 meters, and Ogawa Machi Station, which is the Toei Shinjuku line, is this way. So we're kind of in between right now. Let's take a look at the map here. We've walked quite a ways. Akihabara is down here. There's the Electric Town entrance, and we've walked this way. I walked kind of this way around here through the EQ out, and we walked across along the Chuo line, and we're right here now. We're going to Meiji University, which is dun, 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 over here. Liberty Tower. Meiji University has a really big tower, and on the top of it, I can't remember the floor, 17th floor, they have a cafeteria, a university cafeteria that I believe the public can go in there and just eat. So if you ever wanted to try university food in Japan, you can go up there, and it's pretty cheap. It's pretty cheap. You can get massive bowls of ramen there. All right, so let's cut across here, but we're gonna explore a little bit of the Shin Ochanomizu Station area and the Ochanomizu Station area, which is right here. So let's take a look here, and then we're gonna cut through some of these alleys and take a look before we end here at the Liberty Building, which is Meiji University. So anybody who's interested in Meiji University, this stream's for you. Oh, I missed the light. Dang it. Look at that. That's a long looking red light too. Guys, you're trapped with me now for the next couple of minutes now. We're stuck here. On the other side is JR and Metro, and the Chota line is the one that stops here, but you can walk pretty quickly from Ogawa Machi, which is just on the Toei Shinjuku line, which is just 400 meters away. It takes about, I don't know, like 5 minutes or so to walk from there to here. So sometimes the stations are so close together. The stations are so close together that you don't have to change trains to get to the one that you want to go to. You can just walk it. Get as close as you can get and then walk for 5 minutes. And sometimes that's even faster than waiting for the train to make that connection. My friends at Tokyo Chipo had actually done something on this. The walk time between the stations, they did. A map of the walk time between the stations. And I think that that's kind of neat to know when you know that it's not really that far from one place to the other. So welcome to the Ochanomizu area. A lot of students. Maybe not on the weekend. But it's got that vibe, right? The streets compared to Akihabara are a little bit more narrow. The pings on this intersection, you can see that on the other side there's a speaker. These are pretty significant because for people that are blind, they hear the pings that are different and they know which side of the street is safe to cross by the sound. So when this light starts to turn red, that will turn around. So this is something for people with disabilities. So now that sound has gone away because it's blinking, you see? And now it's red. Now on the other side, you're going to hear a different sound to let people who have problems with hearing to know which side, or sorry, problems seeing. You got to know which side is crossing on an intersection. Sometimes they'll use music like dun 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 dun. You know the dun 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 dun. You'll hear the music. You know which way it's like east to west and north to south, based on the tune. I think that's pretty neat to know. Something that I'll probably cover in another episode. All right, let's get over there. You can keep walking straight. I think follow the Kanda River and we'll take you around eventually to Shinjuku through Ichigaya. But we're not gonna go that far. There's a lot of guitar shops in this area. And I don't know why. I guess there's just a lot of bands, indie bands, a lot of musician wannabes from university. I don't know. but this area of Tokyo's got a bunch of guitar shops. Maruzen's a very famous bookshop, and they seem to have some kind of a sale outside. You can take a look-see. I love myself a good garage sale. Whoa, some music here. Are these calendars? What? These look like they're from Europe. It's pretty interesting. Oh, so these are like calendars. 2020 16-month calendar from around the world. It's interesting. So these are all half price because the year has started. Woodblock prints from Hiroshige. That's really pretty. 100 views? What? It's nice. So I guess if you're here in the city, you see something you like right now, you might want to buy it. Some books here. It's pretty interesting. Oh, here's some cookbooks, Japanese cookbooks. Sugudeki Okazu. So this teaches you how to, some recipes on cooking Japanese food. That's pretty neat. Some children's books. I actually started learning Japanese by children's books. I figured if kids can read it, I can too, and then I learned that I couldn't read those either. Now I can, but back then I couldn't. Whoa, they got like ancient Disney on CD and DVD. That's still $13. It's interesting to see some old. These are used DVDs here. You never know what you're gonna find in these kind of bargain bin actions. Oh, that's the Karate Kid. You see that? But they called it here in Japanese Besto Kido. Besto Kido. That's totally different than the title. Sometimes they do that with the titles of the DVDs. What's this one here? American Pie. Ah, is that Bandekamp? Ooh. What else they got here on offer? Oh, that looks like a Japanese movie. Fraito. So sometimes the titles are changed because of in Japan, it doesn't make any sense. You know, Jerry Maguire with Tom Cruise? Have you guys seen that movie? Jerry Maguire is not called Jerry Maguire in Japan. When I first came here in '98, I was looking to rent that movie. For the longest time, I couldn't find it. It's because in Japanese, Jerry Maguire is called, yeah, show me the money. Jerry Maguire is called the agent in Japanese. What, right? So it took me like months to figure out if you want to, I'd go to Tsutaya to rent a video 20 years ago and ask, like, I'm looking for Jerry Maguire. Like, I showed him the picture, right? And that helps. And then he told me the name of it is called The Agento. What? Napoleon Dynamite? Do you guys remember that movie? That's an old one. Napoleon Dynamite here is called Basu Otaku. Basu Otaku. I don't know. Whoa, check out this alley. Let's take a quick look see this way. Between the buildings. Is this an izakaya? Whoa, this looks really old. Oh, it's closed. This kanji here means lucky. That's the old izakaya there. Small alleys have so much personality to them, don't they? All right, this is the guitar stores I was telling you about. There's one right there. These are basses. Bassu. Whoa. Gnarly. Some dude's jamming inside. Yeah. Let's see, how much are these? They're like $100. That's seems pretty cheap to me. These are about $100. And they go up in price. I guess you see the low price and it gets you in the store, and then you see the price goes up the deeper you get in. That's the way it usually works. This is the one that we saw in the alley here. There's a bunch of guitar places. This is called Acoustic Planet. How cool is that? And these guitars going around $200. They look pretty cool. But they got a ton of them in there. Look at that. How much are some of these? That is about $400. $400 for those right there. And there's some violins over here, so different kinds of string instruments. See, that's why I like the alleys. They take you into a different world, and then you end up on the other side, and you don't know where you are. You're like, what? Here's some cases. We ended up in Guitar World. So these are used guitars, it says here. In the middle of your screen, used guitars. So here's some more guitars in the front. I don't know why, this is like the Guitar Kingdom. Across the street, more guitars. See what I'm saying? I told you. What? There's another Guitar Planet. Maybe those are new on the other side of the street and they're used here. Some more musical instruments upstairs from there. Ochanomizu area is the Guitar Kingdom. You know what I mean? Yes, John, I know what you mean now. That's right. Somebody had asked me to come through here and kind of look at some of the guitars. So there you go. They're pretty sweet, and the options are, there's massive amount of options. I think if you can't find it here, you're not gonna find it anywhere in Japan. And I bet because there's a bunch of competition here, here's another one. Because there's a bunch of competition, I bet you the prices are pretty competitive. There it goes, that one's $1,000 up there. The first one in the front there. A little bit under $1,000 with the exchange rate. And this one will set you back $150 about for this one here. But you got a ton of options. We're walking down from Akihabara to Meiji University, and we're just about there in Meiji University. I said it's gonna take an hour. We're almost at that hour mark. Whoa! I just got a little bit smarter. Look at this. All sorts of little teeny violins. Wow, how do you play that little one there? It's pretty crazy. How much is this one? This is like, looks like a cello. $3,800 for her. Seems like a good price for someone else. And there's another used guitar shop across the street. It's pretty incredible, right? Tax-free, hey. I do like this area, Ochanomizu. Not a lot of tourists are here. The restaurants and the side alleys are pretty cool. We're getting more instruments. So if you're looking to start a band, let's see what they're priced here really quickly. They're about the same as in the US. They're pretty comparable. $500, $700. That sax is $2,000 over there. So, yeah. This is a Fuji Soba. This is one of the most popular fast food restaurants. I don't know, can you believe that this would be considered fast food? I like Fuji Soba. If you ever needed a quick lunch and you're intimidated by going in the Japanese restaurants, it's all outside in the window at Fuji Soba. I think they should give me some money and make a video. What do you think? Number 30. It's even written in English there. Look at that, the Soba Udon. I always love the katsudon set here. 580 yen. You get this with miso soup. It's really good. You have a different kinds of ones. That's number 11. Outside, it's so unintimidating, right? You can get it outside, so you can stand here and really take a look at it. They also have one inside, so if there's a line, customers can go around to the one that's available. The Fuji Udon, this is a suggested one on the front, 560 yen. Let's see here. Where's my favorite one, the katsudon? They have mini versions in case you don't have a lot of money or you just want a little bit. You can pay by IC card. Boy, Fuji Soba's got their stuff together. Man, impressed. Ah, here it is. The katsudon setto. You get soba or udon, or you get soba with katsudon. Here's the katsudon set with soup for 500 yen. So 1 coin. You put in 500 yen, push that button, you'll get a ticket. Take the ticket to the dude. You see the dude at the window back there? Give him the ticket, and he starts to make it. So it's open 24 hours. So it's not cash only. You can pay by IC card now. A lot of places are more and more places are doing that. And if you're on the run, they have a takeout window right there. Do you see? Right there. So you can order it, takeout. They're pretty darn quick with getting the orders out. All right, so we're just about there. I'll take you down a couple more alleys. We're gonna wrap around and then we'll end right, actually we're already here, but there's some more alleys to show you. And I gotta find a vending machine for you guys. That there is Meiji University's Liberty Tower. And inside of this brown building in the center of your screen, not this one, but this one here, they have a student cafeteria that I filmed at for NHK about 10 years ago. And they had a triple ramen. It was 800 yen. I want you to wrap your mind around that. It's a massive bowl that I don't even think that Mike Chen could take down, right? 870 yen, I believe it was down there. And they make that big ramen because it's supposed to be something that you share with friends. The bowl is like this big. And I couldn't finish it on I just took like 2 bites and I said, I'm full, I don't want anything else. So I didn't want to waste it. So the driver for the NHK TV crew, the driver, he's like a human garbage disposal. He just like slurped and ate it all in like 5 minutes. That dude can really, whoa. That's a pretty sweet, these are pretty sweet looking guitars. That gold one looks pretty cool. That's $4,030. And then this one here, the silver one, is $1,500. But the detail on it are beautiful. It looks like a samurai sword or something. I don't know. They should make a guitar like that. Like a samurai sword looking guitar. You can see the craftsmanship to make something like this. It's pretty sweet. This is right across the street from Meiji University. Another guitar store. It's insane. Another one. Wow. Here's a little teeny ramen place. Get the ticket from the vending machine and then grab a seat. They will serve you in usually 3 minutes or less. You're out of there within 10 minutes usually. That's something for etiquette that you guys should know. When you do go into like a ramen place, anything like that with counter service, don't go in with a bunch of friends and sit there like it's a cafe. You eat, you get out. And if you can't sit together, that's okay. You're not meant to talk, you're meant to eat. So if it's empty, it's usually okay. But when it's crowded and there's not a lot of seating, you don't want to linger because, you know, the manager kind of wants to get the turnover going. We're gonna cross the street here. I want to find a vending machine. I am thirsty. All right, let's go down this way for a little bit. This looks dead. Yeah, that way doesn't look promising. That way looks like a slope. So we're just gonna go this way, all right. Yeah, okay, we're gonna go the long way. That's our goal right there. All right, we get across the street. We'll go the long way. That's our goal. That's Meiji University. You see that purple logo in the middle? I'll go and touch that sign, but first we gotta go get a drink, okay? We're gonna make this an even 1 hour. It is a pretty big building, and I remember, did I remember? I think they were building this when I first came. So it's not too old, but it's one of the biggest buildings in the area, this Liberty Tower. And I guess they hold classes in there. I don't know, I never went to school at Meiji University. That's besides the point. Right now we're here to look for vending machine. Over there, straight ahead, is Jimbocho. Jimbocho is famous as Tokyo's publishing area, historically going way back to the Meiji era. Shueisha's headquarters is there. So this is where they make Shonen Jump, One Piece, a lot of the manga. And this is a reason why Akihabara is the manga and anime area now, because a lot of it is produced here. Akihabara was a neighborhood that was, it's really close between the two. That's why you can connect the two historically. I still can't find a vending machine. This is the longest I've walked without finding a vending machine. Really? Historically, you can connect Akihabara with Jimbocho because of the connection with manga and anime. Over there, the video games and the manga is all sold over there. It's produced over here. A lot of the artists, a lot of the managers, a lot of the people who are putting together the monthly publications, they're all in offices in Jimbocho. And I know because I made a video on it. Which is very cool. I used to work with Shueisha about 10 years ago. Got a chance to go inside the office very often, meet with people, talk about that kind of stuff. But I was working with their magazine department and trying to bring that into English. Wow, there's a restaurant we just passed. It smells so good in this alley here. I still got some good friends that are working at Shueisha, so hopefully in 2020 we'll get some more access to go and look in some of the publishing that goes on. What makes, I believe, Shueisha still one of the largest publishers in the world of printed material, because Japan still eats up that printed material. We still, although digital is pretty big in Japan, you know, people still reading newspapers. You'll see that on the morning subway, people reading newspapers. There's a Yakiniku place. It smells pretty good. Oh man. Prices are fairly reasonable. Yeah, they're not very expensive here because of the university influence. Kids don't got a lot of money. Japanese university is pretty pricey too. This is the outskirts of Jimbocho, and here you're gonna find a ton of like really old books. Do you see this shop has been here? This shop's been here as long as I've been here, and as far as I can remember, and probably decades before that. Do you see in there that they're just selling old books and stuff, and you can find old maps of Tokyo as well in there. It's kind of neat. Next door, there's more booksellers. So that's Tokyo, man. That's sort of how it's all broken up, and you can still see it as Amazon takes over. We're gonna cross here. Zato71, thank you. As Amazon takes over, I think we're losing more and more of these shops that are just focused, like this shop's just focused on shoes. Down here, between Jimbocho and Ogawamachi, do you remember I showed you the sign for Ogawamachi in the beginning of this live stream? That's where you're gonna find sports equipment from here on out. It's all sporting equipment, camping gear, running shoes. This is the place Victoria that you can see, that red sign in the middle of your screen. They do golfing, but they also have a sports store, and that's where I get my running shoes because they sell them on volume and the prices are very competitive. They have sales very often. There's Fuji Soba. This is a famous ramen place, but there's not much broth in it. So it's just noodles and goodness. It's pretty popular. It's a lot of meat. Whoa, that looks really good too. Where are the vending machines? Come on, man. Kanai's making a big dinner tonight, so I can't ruin my appetite. Have you seen a vending machine? Have any of you seen a vending machine at all? There's gotta be one here. Did they just decided to... Oh. Of course there's one. You just have to look. Jimbocho is also famous for the curry rice. And it's kind of unorthodox curry rice, as you can see there. This is hayashi rice, which uses ketchup a little bit, so the taste is different, but you'll smell curry a lot in this area. All right, here we go. This isn't a Coca-Cola machine, it's a Suntory machine, which means it's a Pepsi machine. Suntory is Pepsi here. Yeah. What do you guys think? What do you guys like here? It's tough. There's some jasmine tea up here. Go for that McDonald's. Nah, you know, I'm okay. I'm good. We had our cream pies and we were done with that. What is it? Ocha? Oi Ocha. Tokyo package. So the Oi Ocha has packaging from Tokyo. That's pretty interesting. So there's 4 types. So to buy this Oi Ocha, I'm gonna get a Japanese packaging, a Tokyo packaging. All right, let's just try it. It's sumetai. Sumetai means cold. It's all right. It's interesting. They've collaborated with Tully's, so they have Tully's coffee here. Here's 150 yen. So I'm interested in this packaging. What does it look like? Oh, but this corn soup looks so good. It's hot corn soup. Oh, it's tough now. I'm confused. Dazed and confused. All right, we better just go. I'm interested in this packaging here. Oi Ocha. This is my favorite of the Itoen. Is a company that makes my favorite Japanese green tea from vending machines. It's not Coca-Cola. And this is the packaging for Tokyo. That's pretty cool. Look at that little kabuki dancer. And inviting Neko. Oh, is that the Budokan in the back there? Sushi, matcha, wako from Ginza, Tokyo Station, the government building, Skytree, Tokyo Tower, ANA airplane, and one of the little trucks here delivering Ocha to the entire city of Tokyo. All right, pretty cool. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. That's good. No sugar. In Japan, they don't put sugar in the green tea, to the shock of many people who are like, why don't they put sugar in the green tea? This is Yamagata cuisine. Interesting. You'll find regional shops here too. I guess people from Yamagata who are coming to Meiji University probably miss home, and this is a little piece of shoyu ramen from Yamagata flavored. Interesting. So you'll find regional restaurants in this area too. There's an Ethiopian restaurant that was highly recommended to me by friends in this area. Another bookshop. The mom and pop shops here are still doing pretty good in this area. This is what I'm talking about, like these bookshops. The Japanese bookshops are pretty neat. Hey, I see BS Fat Boys in the house. Welcome. Oh, that looks so good. No, save my appetite. Kanai's cooking. Okay, save my appetite. Save my appetite. Look at this little petite vending machine for ordering the food and going in there. And a little shop. Counter service. All right, let's get here. Let's get to the end here. So this is a little family-run curry rice place. That's what I was talking about, a bunch of curry rice. Look at the vegetables in there. These are plastic models, by the way. This is chicken curry, Indian-style chicken curry. And this is vegetable curry. So vegetables, there's no meat in this curry, it says. And this one is ebi, shrimp curry, beef curry, and these are all Indian-style curries. And it's pretty crowded in there. It's pretty crowded. Must be good. If there's locals in there sitting, it must be good. Not a lot of tourists in this side of the city. There's an Appa hotel. That's what I'm talking about. These big pieces of naan. Man, the one I go to has a all-you-can-eat naan. You can eat 3 of these. You're done for the rest of the day. You can't. There it is, free naan. Tabe hodai naan. Student set. That puts you to shit. You can't eat after you eat 2 of those naan. It totally destroys you. The prices are pretty reasonable. It smells wonderful. There's nobody in there. Whoa, that's a Scooby-Doo van. There was a Canadian restaurant. What was it called? Mount Whistler, I think it was called, in this area. I don't know what is Canadian cuisine besides poutine, you know? I don't know what was in there, but should go check that out one of these days. Wow, this looks like one of these old markers. I bet you there's some history behind this stone. I wonder what it is. It's just sitting here in the middle of the city. There's some engraving back here. Showa Goju Nen. So Showa 50. I was born Showa 49, so 1973. Meiji University something. This is the slope or marker. I'm not sure. I was born in Showa 49, so that means Showa 50 is 1975. Showa was a massive, long era. The emperor ruled through World War II to the Heisei era. Showa finished in 1989. And then a new era marked the Heisei period. That was a big change. And the emperor abdicated last year. And that was pretty smart because the abdication kind of changes the era, the period, and it seems like with the Tokyo 2020 Olympics, Japan is entering the next era. You can feel it in the air, and now it's the Reiwa period, and it's the start of some hope now, because the Heisei period was pretty tough. We had a bunch of earthquakes, the Kobe earthquake and the Great Tohoku earthquake, the bubble era bursting. So this is the Liberty Tower. Meiji University's 120-year anniversary building. So I was built in the 120th year of the Meiji University. I guess we could take a second, just take a quick look-see inside of Meiji Daigaku. Welcome to Meiji University. Wow. I got a lot smarter walking in here. Meiji University's got a pretty good rugby team. They call it the Meiji University Rugby Football Club. These guys look tough. It's a place of higher learning. And if you go up to the top, they have a cafeteria that you can go and eat in. It's open to the public. But I don't have permission to film in here, so I'm gonna run out of here. But I can tell you what floor it's on. All right, there's a floor plan. classrooms. Interesting. So they do study in here. The Dean's Office of Student Affairs. Business Administration. More classrooms, 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 classrooms. There it is. I knew it. 17th floor. Dining hall. Sky lounge. Akatsuki. Teishoku. Shokudo. This means shokudo. So you get some really good set lunches there. It's one of the cheapest places to eat in this area. Just take the elevator to the 17th floor. Unless they've changed it, I think anybody can go in and eat there. So parents of students can go in there. If you're waiting for somebody, a student, you can meet up there, a tutor. So I don't think you need a student ID to go and eat in there. Last time we reported on it for Tokyo Eye, we would not introduce something for NHK that you yourself could not go in and do. It's kind of part of the policy of the show. So I believe you can still do that. That was just 10 years ago we did that. Triple ramen challenge. Ramen bigger than my head. There you go, everybody. Hit the like button. We didn't get the 500. So I've got to stop right here. I do appreciate when you do hit the like button. It does make a difference in the streams, in the playback. It does help the channel out a lot, and it also encourages me to do more. I'm going to be going to Hokkaido next week. I have 10 days in Hokkaido. I'm going to be renting a car and driving around after the snow festival, and I hope that there is some more snow because this has been a very, very warm winter in Tokyo, in Japan. We feel like this cherry blossoms are going to be coming very early this year. Maybe not very early, but comparatively, maybe 3 or 4 days earlier than last year. So it's not always good to plan a trip around it. Simon Osborne, great stream, John. Let's hit 500 likes. I'm all for that. I think we just did. That's pretty quick. So you can see my reflection in there. So I'm going to be going to Hokkaido for about over a week, and I'm looking for some really amazing stories. When I drive around, I might go up to Abashiri. I'm going to go to the very, very north. I want to drive to the coldest area of Japan and spend a day there and just kind of see, like, how do the people live in the center of Hokkaido where the temperatures are pretty reasonable for Canadians, but absolutely freezing for Japanese. How do they live? There's a lot of snow up there. What's it like in the middle of winter in February? So I might go up to the coldest town in Japan and spend some time there. Or I might go to Kushiro. I'm not sure which direction of Hokkaido I'm going to do between the 7th and the 10th, the last 3 days. Kanai's coming from the 5th to the 7th, so that's going to be pretty cool to share part of that. That's all thanks to our Patreon supporters. I do have a couple of postcards if you're interested in the postcard club with the Olympic stamp. This month's postcard is celebrating the opening of the Tokyo Olympic Stadium, which was completed ahead of schedule. Thank you very much. Saying that as a Tokyoite, we're very proud of that. And wow, what's that across the street? Is that a YMCA? YWCA. YWCA. No one sings about the YWCA. They always sing about the YMCA. It's not right, isn't it? It doesn't seem quite right. It doesn't seem quite right to me. YWCA. YWCA. W's hard. YMCA. YWCA. No, it doesn't work. That's pretty neat. It's right there. So now you know where to get your guitars. Now you know where to get some pretty cheap eats, where you can explore. And don't be afraid to leave Akihabara. Get away from Chuo Avenue and look at the back streets. Check out that cafe where you can see the Chuo line and the Soba line going by there, and enjoy. If you have any questions, write them down below. Do appreciate the likes. Do appreciate all the support to make this channel possible. And I'll see you guys probably tomorrow in another live stream. I have some topics that I've been saving up. Exciting end to January. Have a good day. Have a good night. I'm walking back to Akihabara because that's where my bicycle is. So I gotta keep going. But you don't. See you next time.